Thank you very much. First of all, I need to say that I'm really happy. So, following our tradition, here are our presents. Thank you. It looks like we've got more sweets than there is room for them. Fyodor, dear Luca, Rosaviatsia would like to congratulate you on your successful return to Earth, to the fruitful soil of Kazakhstan, who is greeting you very warmly, as always. We are happy that your mission is fully complete and that additional tasks were also complete. So congratulations on a successful termination of the mission. Wish you the speediest recovery possible, health, and as usual, here are our presents, traditional presents from Rosaviatsia. I know these presents, they're not to be mixed up with something else. And this is for our third astronaut. Could you pass it on to her, please? Questions are very welcome. But not too many questions, please. Where is the third astronaut? Well, the thing is that space is a very tricky thing, and each person reacts differently. So it depends, and women seem to be smarter than men. So there's nothing to worry about? Nothing at all. Because a woman's body is different from a man's body. And we're listening to our doctor's advice. And indeed, we've all been out there in space. Where is the torch right now? I think right now it's on its way to the aircraft. But I hope it's on its way back. Why is it not here on this encounter with journalists? It's not a question to me. You could have shown the torch, just in case. There is a separate helicopter for the torch, because we've been waiting so long for the torch to come back. And it's not the exactly purpose of this press conference. If you have any more questions for the crew. Thank you very much for a question about the torch, and I need to add that we have two categories of cargo items on our vehicle: urgent and not so urgent. So cosmonauts are really the urgent piece, so that's why we brought here first. The torch will come later. Probably the last question. You were the torchbearer in space. Were there any difficulties, and how complex was the mission in general? I never thought it's so heavy right now when I was given it here on the ground. In space, it's very light. The torch was operating very well. You probably heard rumors that everyone was afraid that it might be off, the torch I mean, but we've never had a problem like that. Well, we never lit it up in the first place. We have the only chamber up there in space that can tolerate experiments with open fire, with open flame. And we were really curious, we're humans. We're not always listening to what we're being told. And we had a very small flame, but not a very big one. Never a big one. And there were 9 crew members on board. We had a Japanese person, an Italian person, several Russians, Americans, and none of them seemed to be indifferent. And we were just like kids, very interested and flying with a torch from one module to another. And Luca is always underscoring that the major part of the SS is built by Italy. More than 40%. Yes, indeed, more than 40%. And Italy has not such a big share in this program as some other partners. So we did have a dream, but unfortunately the torch came to us only on the 7th of November, and the 11th of November was the scheduled landing day, and the spacewalk was on the 9th. And there was an idea of passing the torch from one crew member to another, but this never became realized. And now talking about sports, these are all the questions. Yes, please. What sports activity do you prefer, you personally? My preferred sports activity is doing push-ups using just my eyes and nothing else. So that's how cosmonauts are being prepared for their space flights. And probably Luca will add a few words. During the last 6 months, I didn't do much sporting activity. Just cycled and ran on the treadmill. But before that, I used to shoot and ski. Let's thank our crew members. Thank you for your questions. Thank you.
С нами сегодня участвует, знаете, гонщик Формулы-1 Виталий.
And today we have Vitaly, a racer from Formula 1 races.
Пожалуйста, быстро. Товарищ руководитель государственной комиссии.
Deputy Chair of the State Commission. The crew is here. Thank you for your support. The landing was nominal. No comment. Thank you for your flight. All the best possible.
Так, осторожно, осторожно, сзади автобус. Привет, Валерий. Привет, Валерий. Привет, привет. Как же без тебя, родной? Давай. Заходим, родственники, да?
So, how do you feel?
I feel really well. I feel great. The descent was really a great ride. The machine performed perfectly. Everything worked exactly on time, as expected. The parachute opening was very dynamic, but Fyodor was expecting it. He's the commander. He's done it several times before, so he was describing the whole time I was going to be. The highest acceleration during descent was about 5 Gs, which felt quite like a lot. But then the landing again was a very surprising moment. I think Paolo, one of my colleagues from Italy, described this as being in a small car and being hit by a big truck, and I would think that that's as accurate as you can get.
You're happy to be back on Earth?
I sure am. I know I will miss the station sooner or later, but right now I just feel it certainly feels good to be back.
You've always been happy to do this job. You never complained. You're still a happy man?
I am a very happy man.
Ok. In italiano? Peut-être que je te pose pas de questions. Come ti senti?
Ma in questo momento sto benissimo, sono contento di essere tornato. L'esperienza di rientro è stata molto bella, la macchina si è comportata perfettamente, tutti gli eventi sono avvenuti esattamente all'orario previsto, con differenza nell'ordine di qualche secondo, quindi un'ottima discesa, e inoltre il comandante era alla sua terza esperienza, quindi sapeva perfettamente come descrivere ogni momento. Il momento di massima accelerazione è stato durante il rientro in atmosfera, intorno ai 5 G, ma sembravano molti di più dopo 6 mesi in assenza di peso. E poi l'apertura del paracadute è un momento molto dinamico. Infine l'atterraggio, che come ha descritto il mio collega Paolo Nespoli, è come essere in una 500 ed essere investito da un tir, e credo che sia la descrizione più accurata che si possa dare.
Contento di ritornare alla Terra?
In questi casi si è sempre un po' contenti, un po' tristi, ma fondamentalmente sono contento, è bello essere tornati a casa, non vedo l'ora di riabbracciare la mia famiglia.
Tu es un astronaute che adesso non è loin. Tu es content d'être, tu es un homme heureux.
Sì, sono contento di essere a casa.
Ok, juste un petit mot en français, comment ça va? Tu racontes peut-être pas la descente, mais comment ça va?
Oui, non, ça va très bien, je me sens très bien. C'était une expérience incroyable, 100% positive de quand on a commencé jusqu'à maintenant. Si inclut la descente, c'était parfait.
Vous êtes un homme heureux de retour sur Terre?
Oui, je suis super heureux d'être retourné à Terre et je suis content bientôt de pouvoir embrasser ma famille.
Grazie, merci.